Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jayme. I hope that everybody is doing well out there. We're going to be doing a collective reading for this full moon eclipse energy. Just going to see how it's going to affect us. I know it's affecting some people more than others. It definitely hit me hard yesterday. It left me super tired and drained. But I do want to get these messages out there for you guys. Keep in mind it's not a sign-specific message. It is a collective reading, so please take the messages that resonate and leave what does not. If you want a sign-specific message, I do have a playlist attached at the end of this reading with all of the May general readings that I did for each individual zodiac sign. Alrighty, spirit guides and angels. What does the collective need to know for this full moon eclipse? Okay. We have, you are very close to achieving your goal. You're very close to achieving your goal, right? So you're right there. You're right on the precipice. You're right about to reach it, right? But adjustments are required, right? Adjustments are required. So what isn't working? You know, what's been slowing you down? What's been holding you back from accomplishing this goal here, right? Something here about a mindset. Too is could be like a negative way of thinking, you know, or maybe this is being hyper focused on something specific, right? And maybe you need to take a step back and look at the greater picture, right? Adjustments are required. Maybe you need to make a little couple of tweaks, you know. I'm hearing something about a book, right? Maybe it's about choosing, you know, maybe it's about, I don't know why I'm just getting a book. Like maybe some of you guys have been in the process of writing a book, right? And now you're in the process of where it's being edited, right? So now you're taking a good hard look at like, what other words can I use, you know, to best describe, you know what I mean? Or something like that, right? Something about fine-tuning something here. Something about fine-tuning something so that you can be able to accomplish something. Like there's fine-tuning that's needed here. But you're very close to achieving your goal here. Alrighty, Spirit, what does the collective need to know for this full moon eclipse? We have guilt. We have guilt here. This has been, this energy has even been like popping up in like the private personal readings that I've been doing and also in the collective individual sign readings. You know, we're getting to a point right now, energy-wise, where we are getting fed up and frustrated with people who are not picking up their end of the bargain, right? Who are not doing things that they should be doing, right? Somebody here who relies on you for basic for like basic things, right? And I feel like you've been getting frustrated and tired here, right? Because I feel like it's been an ongoing process, right, of somebody here who is clearly going through a difficult time, right? And I'm not trying to take that away from them, right? But I feel like you have been trying to help this said individual, right? And I don't feel like this has been like a couple of days or a couple of weeks or even a couple of months, right? I feel like this has been a situation that you've been tied to for years, right? Where this person refuses to change, they refuse to grow, right? And they refuse to let go of things that hold them back, right? And maybe, you know, adjustments are needed here. Are required, right? Maybe you can't keep giving the energy to this person that you used to, right? Because it's leaving you drained. It's not leaving you much for yourself, right? Because this person can't, it's not that they can't, it's that they don't want to, right? They don't want to fix themselves. They like where they are because they're able to control people around them to get what they want, right? So why should they change? Why should they grow? Why should they evolve when people are gonna continue to give them pity, right? And I feel like enough has been enough here, right? It's like, if this is like a friend, it's like, all right, it's time to grow up. It's time to mature, right? That's the energy that I'm feeling, right? It's like somebody here who's still stuck in like high school mentality, Well, if you're really my friend, you would help me do this, right? Oh, somebody here who they project all of their problems onto you, right? Somebody here who's super needy, right? And it's like a friend. It could even be a family member for some of you, right? It's like somebody who projects everything onto you and makes it to be like it's your problem, right? Like somebody here who doesn't understand what normal boundaries are. Like boundaries mean nothing to this person, right? So say it's like a friend, right? You'll get texts from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. It's like, oh, my day started off so horrible. Oh my God, can you believe that the trash people outside made so much noise this morning, right? And it's like, all right, get over it, right? And then it's like, oh my God, it's raining right now. My life is ruined. What am I going to do? And then hours later, you get a text, I'm so bored, right? And then hours after that, it's like, are you mad at me? And it's like, no, I'm trying to do things myself, right? You're getting frustrated because this person wants constant attention, right? And you are at the point where you're like, I need to give myself attention. I can't keep taking care of you as if you're my child. You're not my child. You're a friend. Why can't you seem to handle a grip of your own shit? And it's fine for friends to be like, oh, I'm having a boring day, and it's okay once in a while. But when this person is hitting you up every single day with their problems, and it's always that the world is burning, right? It's like the littlest thing, and it's like the world is burning. Oh my God, my neighbor dropped something upstairs, right? And it made a bang, right? And that just put them in a bad mood, and God forbid, right, this person's inconvenienced in some kind of way, right? But they have no problem inconveniencing other people, right? For the littlest basic things that they can do themselves, right? It's so needy and so time consuming out of you, right? That it leaves you drained, it leaves you tired, it leaves you miserable, and it leaves you not wanting to do anything, right? And for some of you, you've been trying to hit some kind of personal goal, right? You've been trying to achieve something, right? For some of you, this could even be like building a business, going back to school, right? Maybe you don't have as much time to give this person, right? And maybe you feel guilty. But at the end of the day, you need to focus on yourself, right? You need to focus on your happiness, right? Because you know the secret. You know the secret sauce is that you are responsible for your own happiness, right? And it might make you feel guilty, for separating a little bit from this person. Creating some distance, putting your boundaries back up. And you might feel guilty because, you're a kind-hearted individual, right? Who likes to help other people. But if somebody is unwilling to meet you halfway, right, and they just take advantage of that, that's when you get fed up, right? That's when you tell this person to go kick rocks, right? You're focusing on yourself. You're achieving a goal. Adjustments are required, right? It's all about putting your boundaries back up, reclaiming your energy, reshuffling that energy, right? It's taking a good hard look at what you are investing in and what needs to be, critiqued in order for you to make this goal come true. And sometimes you have to leave people behind in order for you to walk into the future. Not everybody's meant to go with you, right? And I feel like with this full moon, there's this big shift happening around, right, with people where they're noticing where their energies are placed, where they are going, and who is trying to hold them back from going there, right? It's all about spiritual evolution, right? If somebody's unwilling to evolve with you, it is not your responsibility to trap your light where they are. It is not, right? We are all meant to constantly grow and change and evolve, right? And if somebody here is unwilling to evolve, then that's a lesson they need to learn, not you. And yeah, it may suck, it may hurt, but at the end of the day, that person is responsible for their own happiness, not you. Anything else here? What's going on for the collective? Well, I just went on a really long rant. Sorry, y'all. Anything else here for the collective? We have wisdom, and then we have prayer. We have wisdom and prayer. Wisdom, right? We kept talking about spiritual evolution here, right? Wisdom is all about having the knowledge, but it's all about how to apply that knowledge, right? It's all about how to apply that knowledge. You can have all the education in the world, right? But if you don't know how to use that knowledge, you're not going to get anywhere. It's useless. It's useless without the wisdom, right? Doctors can get a medical degree all they want, right? Doesn't mean they're practicing doctors. No, they have residency and internships to go down, right? They have to apply the knowledge that they learned, right? So they can create wisdom on how to use that knowledge. And then we have prayer, right? Opening yourself up to the divine, opening yourself up to spirit, to universe, to source, whatever you want to call them, right? Whatever you want to call them. It's about, live and let God, right? It's all about throwing it out into the universe, right? Throwing it up to God and letting it happen, right? This is you praying. This is you asking. This is also you being humble for what you have, right? Because prayer isn't all about asking for what we want. It's not. If that's what people think that prayer is, and if you've noticed you haven't gotten anywhere, because prayer is not just about asking for what you want. It's also about appreciating what you do have, right? That's an important part of the puzzle. I feel like a lot of you guys are shifting into a more spiritually based, right? Being more cognizant of the fact of the energies that are around you and the energies that you are delving into, that you are entertaining. Believe in magic. Believe in magic. Believe in the impossible, right? Believe in the impossible. It's like that quote, faith can move mountains. We also have superhero. So yeah, some of you have been a superhero, right? Somebody here who does the right thing. And sometimes doing the right thing is not the easy thing, right? And that's what you feel with this guilt here, right? You've done everything that you can do with this person, right? And maybe the best thing for you to do is not the easiest, and that's separating yourself from this, right? Because if you're going to be there to constantly pick this person up, they're never going to learn the lesson to pick themselves up, right? And this person may have other people around them, but I mean, everyone has their own karmic lessons to learn. We have a Virgo, so some of y'all could be dealing with a Virgo. For clarification, I am a Virgo sun, so that could be me, that, receiving the messages from me or whatever, right? This card just came flying out at me. The Union card, right? This is all about unions. It's all about our partnerships and a reevaluation of who and what we have in our life, what we are committing to, right? What we are committing to. It's all about our commitments. And most importantly, it's about our commitment with ourselves. It's about our commitment here with ourselves. I'm not saying not to be a superhero. I'm not saying not to help people, right? But it's about, it's like learning the lesson, right? If somebody here doesn't have anything to offer me, right? And I'm not going to offer them anything as well, right? And I'm not saying to be stingy and to not help people out there who need your help. That's not what I'm saying, right? Because there are plenty of times where I have an example here. I used to work at a bank a long time ago, and I had a customer of the bank, right? He was homeless at the time, and he needed a little bit of help to get himself on the road, right? He went through his own karmic struggles with substance abuse and getting himself cleaned up and homelessness and all of that, right? He needed a little bit of assistance when he was in the process of applying for housing, right? So he needed a letter from the banks, you know, talking about like whatever, right? And normally that's not things that we normally had to do, right? So I went out of my way to help this man, right? He didn't have a proper ID, it was expired, it was all of this. But for somebody who was, you know, navigating being homeless and not understanding the processes that are in place, right? I went out of my way I created an appointment at the DMV so we can update his ID so I could actually, you know, properly authenticate him, you know, because there are laws in place, right? Doesn't mean that I didn't help this individual, right? Anyways, fast forward, I did everything I needed to, you know, that he asked me to do. I wrote the letter, I typed the letter out, he got his housing, right? Now, a couple of years later, this man built a business. He did, he went back to school, right? He became a counselor, and he now works in my community here, helping other individuals struggling with substance abuse and homelessness, right? Because I took a chance to help him, he's now taking what I gave him and spreading it out to other people, right? So there are other people out there who are appreciative of what you do, right? And then there are others who will take the help that you give them, right? And then show up next week with their hand extended like, all right, I'm ready for more, right? He could have easily came back, right? He could have applied for other programs. He didn't. He only went after what he needed at that moment. You know, there are more people out there who will take more than what they need, right? And act like they are victims, right? But at the end of the day, if something tragic happened to you, and I'm not trying to take that experience away from you, right? But if it's been 10 years, if it's been 15, 20 years, right? If it's been 5 years, and you're still struggling with considering yourself a victim of that, you need help. You need professional help. I'm not trying to take that away from anybody, right? I'm a firm believer in mental health, right? I you know, full disclosure, I studied psychology in undergrad, right? At the end of the day, we can't be people's saviors, right? Who still view themselves as a victim, right? Even if it's been 10, 15 years, right? And I'm like I said, I'm not trying to take away their experience away from them. But at the end of the day, you need to rise up and be your own savior, right? Being a victim is not a cute look, right? After a while, people ain't gonna pity you anymore because it's become tiring. It becomes exhausting. You know, and then people start looking at you like, I understand that you're going through that, but you need to take the steps to get yourself out of there, right? They want someone to come in and save them. Nobody is gonna come in and save you. You have to save yourself. Alrighty, Spirit, what is going on here with the collective? What is going on with the collective for this full moon eclipse? There's a lot of separations happening during this full moon. You know, there's a lot of reevaluations of our connections and of our energy, right? What is going on here with the collective? All right. We have the Star card, right? This is praying to the divine, asking for healing, asking for guidance here, right? This is strength. You know, finding the strength, finding the energy, finding the power to overcome something that has been holding somebody back. It's been very difficult here, right? It's been a lot of burdens here with the 10 of Wands. And we're getting ready to release those burdens. We're getting ready to drop them. We're getting to the end of the cycle. We're getting to the end of the road. We have the Empress card here, right? This is everything out in the open. This is no more burdens on your back, right? This is you nurturing and growing, right? Your empire. We have the Three of Cups. We have celebrations. We have happiness. We have reunions. We have parties, right? And then we have the Sun card, right? We have innocence. We have happiness. We have joy. We have everything being out in the open. Like, this is beautiful, right? Somebody here is being divinely guided to drop some kind of a burden, right? And for some of you, a burden has been an individual or individuals, right? You know, you're following your intuition here, right? You're following your intuition, but you are overcoming some kind of dark aspect of yourself, right? Or some negative aspect of yourself, because that's what the Strength card is, right? Taming that beast within, right? It's all about not reacting, but about responding. Something here has definitely been weighing you down, right? You are finding the strength to overcome it. You are stepping into the Empress energy. Now, for some of you, we could be dealing with the Leo. I do have the Strength and the Sun card here, so it could be a Leo. With the Empress card, I do have Taurus and Libra as well. With the Star card, we do have Aquarius. But out of 6 cards, 3 of them are major arcana. Right? They're major life events. And that makes sense because we are going through a full moon eclipse. This is a major life event right now. The Empress, you know, she focuses on her domain, right? But she also knows that in order for her to birth a new life, right, she has to go through pain, right? But this is also somebody here who recognizes the power that they hold, right? The Empress is somebody who will plant a seed, right? She'll water it, she'll nurture it, she'll fertilize it, she'll grow it, right? And then once that seed grows, boom, ooh, she has wheat. And what is she gonna do with that wheat? She's gonna cut it down. She's gonna take in her crop of wheat. And what is she gonna do with the wheat? She's gonna convert that into flour. And with flour, she's gonna make some bread. Right? She knows what she's capable of, right? She's able to grow something from scratch. She's able to pour her love and heart into something in order for it to grow. And not only that, she's going to transmute that energy and turn it into something else. Because that's the Empress. That's the power that she holds. She is creative, right? And she believes in herself, but she's also divinely guided, right? The Empress is somebody who has evolved past the Queen level, right? The Empress is somebody she's the Queen of Swords, right? She's mastered her communication. She is the Queen of Pentacles. She's mastered her stability. She's mastered her finances. She's mastered on who and what to invest into and what not to, right? She is the Queen of Wands, right? She's not afraid to dive into her passion. She's not afraid to be creative and to express herself, right? And she's also the Queen of Cups, right? She's very intuitive. She's very loving. She's very nurturing and very open, right? But she has all of those aces, right? The sword, the cup, the pentacle, and the sword, the cup, the pentacle, and the wand. She has all of them. And she's not afraid to use all of the tools in her toolbox. This is somebody who's not going to allow somebody to take advantage of her or to take advantage of her hard work. Right? So we have somebody here rising, dropping that burden, and there is a celebration happening once somebody decides to drop that burden. There's a leveling up here. There's also reconnecting with, you know, other people from the past. You know, maybe for some of you, you've been so weighed down and boggled down by these burdens or by these other people's problems, right? That it's caused you to not express yourself as much as you used to, right? But there's that shift and that change once you drop this, right? Everything is going to be out in the open. There is going to be happiness here with the Sun card. This is playful energy, right? It's like being happy to be alive and feeling free, right? Somebody here is about feeling free. This full moon eclipse is all about feeling free. What is going on with the Star card, Spirit? Why is the Star card here? Okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Daughter of Pentacles in the reverse. This is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, right? For some of you, could have been dealing with a younger earth sign here. The Daughter of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, that's somebody here who's immature. Talking about a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? Somebody here who doesn't know their own worth. They don't know their value, right? They like to take things from people, but they don't like to offer anything, right? There's a reevaluation on investments. Seven of Pentacles is all about investments, right? So it's like you've been waiting for something to grow from somebody here who's unwilling to grow. They're unwilling to grow. They're immature, right? They have nothing to offer, right? Nothing. And when I say people have nothing to offer, I don't mean about just physical things, right? I'm talking about basic energy, basic friendship, right? They can't even reciprocate that basicness. Because at the end of the day, they only want to take from you, right? They disguise what they're saying in order to manipulate you, in order for them to gain something from you, right? Definitely a younger earth sign. Why is the Strength card here, Spirit? You're being guided to let this person go, right? This person is holding you back. They're stalling your growth. Why is the Strength card here, Spirit? The Nine of Swords in the reverse. Yes. Yes, you're no longer trapped in your mind, right? You're no longer boggled down by the lies, right? This is about gaining clarity, seeing the truth, right? Seeing the truth of the matter. Three of Wands upright. Absolutely. Taking a step in a new direction, right? Once we gain some clarity here, right? You know, and I'm also hearing for a while, like, this person's games and tactics are so good that, like, you're being left feeling, am I the crazy one? Am I the crazy one? You know, and it's like when this person doesn't get what they want from you, they, you're instantly the worst person in the world, right? That's that guilt card. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Why is the Ten of Wands here? You know, and this person could be so jealous and envious of you, right? Because you've done, you have done the work. You've done the work to evolve, to grow. You have done that work. But, and maybe they don't even admit it to themselves. Maybe they don't realize it. Maybe they're like, oh, everyone else's life is happening around them, but mine isn't, because all these bad things happen to me. I don't understand why all these good things keep happening to them. I'm the victim. I'm the one that suffered. Do you know how selfish that sounds? Do you honestly think that you're the only one that suffers? You don't think that anybody else in this world goes through pain, goes through loss? We all do. It's a part of life, right? You're not the only one being called out. You're being called out now. So what? You're the victim. Bad things happen to you. Bad things happen to everybody every single day. They do. I don't have sympathy or pity for people who keep dwelling on their pain. I really don't. I don't. Not anymore. I will help a person as much as I can. But if you don't decide to do the work yourself, I'm out. Peace. That's on you. It's on you now. I did all I can do. You're not my responsibility. You're not my child. You didn't come out of my womb. You gotta figure it out, honey. Just like how I figured it out, right? Just like how everyone else figures it out. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Why is the Ten of Wands here? We have the Two of Wands, needing to make a decision. We have the Fool. It's a new beginning here, taking a leap of faith. And then we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, this is painful. It's painful because, you know, maybe you actually care about this person in some regard, right? You do, and it's gonna hurt to make a decision to go in a new direction here, right? And it's going to be painful. It's going to hurt. This is a separation. For some of you, this could actually be like a romantic situation that's coming to an end. Like I said earlier, this could be friends, it could be a family member, whatever. Like, this is painful. It's going to hurt, right? But you need to drop the burden here. It's causing you to miss out on opportunities here. And that's why we're also feeling in pain, right? It's like, I want things too, but I don't have the time or the energy to do it, right? Because I'm so busy taking care of somebody else. And what did I say? The Empress has to go through pain in order to birth a new life, right? It's going to be painful. It's going to be heartbreaking. This could even be like breaking somebody's heart and saying, I'm sorry, but you need to, I can't carry these burdens anymore. I can't. I need to focus on my own life. I have my own problems to deal with. I can't keep dealing with yours. Especially when it's the same problem. You've been dealing with the same problem for years that this person's had, and you're like, I can't keep doing the same thing over and over again, right? Because that's the definition of crazy. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, right? There's even like a regression here with the Daughter of Pentacles in the reverse, right? It's somebody here who doesn't move forward, but they continue to move backwards. Why is the Empress here, Spirit? Oh, my left ear is ringing. The Sun card upright, and the Moon card in the reverse, right? That's what you are. You're focusing on the happiness. You're not focusing on the lies. You're not focusing on the deception anymore, right? You're letting it all out. You're letting it all out. There's an equal duality here, right? You're coming into balance. You're coming into balance with yourself. You're coming into alignment with what is yours. I see that star again, right? You're coming into alignment with the universe. Once you drop this, once you leave this person, right? You have the wisdom, you have the clarity. Why is the Three of Cups here? Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're celebrating that you're ending some kind of burden. Ten of Wands here twice. There's a lot of burdens that are being dropped, y'all. Why is the Three of Cups here, Spirit? You're dropping the burdens and you're heading down happiness. You're heading down wish fulfillment, right? Yes, that's what you're celebrating. Why is the Sun card here? You're believing in magic, right? You're rising. We have the Tower. Whew. Standing up in your truth and honesty with the Sun card here, right, is going to cause some kind of Tower moment. Right? This is like some grand epiphany that either you're receiving, maybe you're going to be receiving some messages that you're like, oh wow, I actually see something clearer than what I did before. But I also feel like this is the energy of like you taking down false perceptions around you, right? You are standing so strong in your light and in your power that you're causing people's fake facades to crumble, right? The mask is falling off. The mask is crumbling here, right? People can't get one over you anymore, right? Things cannot be hidden from you anymore. It's like gaining some kind of enlightenment here, right? It's like your discernment is leveling up. Anything else here for the Sun card? We have Temperance in the reverse, right? There is no chance for a reconciliation with the past. There is no chance to heal the past, right? Because you know at the end of the day, you can't heal whatever this. There's no second chances here, right? And that's what you're admitting with the Sun card. There is no second chances. And there's a lot of major arcana here. There's a giant shift here that's happening. It's saying goodbye to what isn't suiting you for good. Right? It's about leaving it behind. That's what I have for you guys for this full moon eclipse. Let me know how this resonates with with me down below. And with that, y'all, love and light, be safe, and don't be afraid to express yourself. Have fun, right? Honor yourself. Do something to honor yourself today, right? Maybe drop that affirmation down in the comments below. I honor my truth. I will always honor my truth. Love and light, y'all.